Okay, so have you ever woken up after, like a full 8 hours and still felt completely wiped out?
Oh, yeah, totally. It's like you drag yourself out of bed and you're like, wait, didn't I just sleep for a really long time?
Right. It makes no sense. And you've tried everything, like going to bed earlier, even getting like 9, 10 hours, but
Still nothing.
still tired. So what's the deal with that? Today, we are going deep on something that I think we've all experienced. It's post-sleep fatigue. And more importantly, we're going to talk about what we can do about it.
It's really interesting. We tend to focus so much on how much sleep we're getting, the quantity, right?
Right.
But we often completely overlook the quality of that sleep.
Hmm. That makes sense. Like I've had nights where I know I slept for like 8 hours, but then I wake up and feel like I barely slept at all.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So it's almost like, trying to fill up a bucket that has a hole in it.
Okay.
You can keep pouring in those hours, but if your sleep is constantly disrupted, you're just not going to get the full benefits.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So even if I don't fully wake up during the night, there are still things that can disrupt my sleep.
Absolutely. Things like, noises or temperature changes or even stress hormones can pull you out of those deeper, more restorative sleep cycles.
Okay. And I've heard there are different sleep cycles, right? Is there one that's like the most important for energy?
Yeah, there's one called slow wave sleep, and that's kind of the powerhouse when it comes to, restoring your body's energy reserves.
Okay. So if you're not getting enough of that specific type of sleep, you're going to wake up feeling tired no matter how many hours you've been in bed.
Exactly.
It makes a lot of sense. So it's not just about counting sheep. It's like making sure they're actually taking you somewhere restful.
Yeah, totally.
Okay. So we've talked about the quality of our sleep, but are there things that we're doing, outside of those sleep hours that could be affecting how energized we feel?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, diet and exercise, for example, they play a huge role in how we feel even after we've slept.
Yeah. I always thought those were just for like, physical health.
Right.
But now that I'm thinking about it, I have heard about those sugar crashes.
Oh, yeah.
So is there more to it than that?
Totally. Yeah. So basically, what you eat throughout the day, it can really affect your hormone balance, especially cortisol, which is super important for regulating your energy levels.
Okay.
And then there's also your gut health to consider. If there's an imbalance in your gut microbiome, that can also contribute to feeling fatigued.
So basically what I'm hearing is like food choices matter a lot.
Oh, they really do.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Now, what about exercise? Because I always figured that working out would actually just tire me out even more.
Right. It seems counterintuitive, but actually, regular exercise can be really helpful in combating fatigue. Yeah. So when you exercise, it helps to regulate your sleep cycles, it improves your body's ability to use energy efficiently, and it also boosts those feel-good endorphins, which, can give you a mood lift.
Okay, so it's like even though in the moment I might feel more tired from the workout, ultimately it's actually going to give me more energy.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool. It's like a win-win.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so we've covered sleep quality, diet, exercise. Is there anything else that we should be thinking about?
Oh, for sure. We can't forget about those sneaky lifestyle factors like stress and screen time.
Ugh, yes. Stress and screen time. Okay, those are practically unavoidable these days.
Yeah.
But how do those actually impact how tired we feel?
Well, when you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, and in like small doses, that can actually be energizing.
Okay.
But if you're dealing with chronic stress, those cortisol levels can stay elevated, and that's when it starts to disrupt your sleep and deplete your energy.
Hmm.
And as for screen time, well, the blue light that's emitted from those devices, it can interfere with your body's production of melatonin.
Right.
And melatonin is the hormone that helps to regulate your sleep-wake cycle.
Ah. So scrolling through my phone late at night is probably not the best idea.
Probably not.
Okay, so we've covered a lot. We talked about sleep quality, diet, exercise, and those sneaky lifestyle factors.
Mm.
But what if someone's doing all the right things and they're still just exhausted?
Mm-hmm.
Could there be something else going on, something more serious?
That's a great question. And yeah, sometimes persistent fatigue can be a sign of an underlying medical condition.
Okay.
Things like sleep apnea, thyroid issues, anemia, or even vitamin deficiencies can contribute to feeling tired, even if you think you're getting enough sleep.
So if fatigue is just like a constant in your life,
Yeah.
even when you're trying to make all the right choices, it's really important to go see a doctor and get checked out.
Yeah. You don't want to just ignore it.
Okay. Good
Yeah.
to know.
Mm-hmm.
Now, enough with the scary stuff. Let's talk about solutions. Like, regardless of what's causing this fatigue, what can people actually do to start feeling more energized?
Yeah, so I think the best place to start is really with sleep hygiene.
Okay.
So that means things like creating a consistent sleep schedule,
Even on weekends?
even on weekends, yep. Also, making sure your bedroom is like a sleep sanctuary.
Okay.
So think cool, dark, and quiet. And then also, having a relaxing bedtime ritual to kind of signal to your body that, hey, it's time to wind down.
Okay, so like avoiding screens before bed,
Mhm.
maybe taking a warm bath or reading.
Yeah, exactly. Things like that.
So it's really about setting yourself up for sleep success.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, what about diet? Are there specific things that we should be eating to boost our energy?
Well, I would say focus on whole, unprocessed foods
Right.
like fruits, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains.
Okay.
Those are going to give you that sustained energy and help to stabilize your blood sugar levels so you don't get those energy crashes.
Right, so no more late night snack binges.
Exactly. And also, hydration is super important because dehydration can definitely lead to fatigue.
Got it. Whole foods, lots of water, and being mindful of what I'm eating and when. Now, I'm guessing those mindfulness techniques that we talked about earlier, those can also help with managing stress, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, practices like meditation or deep breathing exercises, even spending time in nature, can do wonders for reducing stress hormones, calming your mind, and promoting more restful sleep.
So it's really a holistic approach, like thinking about all the different aspects of your life.
Exactly. It's all connected. Your sleep, your diet, your exercise routine, how you manage stress.
It really is like putting a puzzle together.
I like that.
Each piece kind of contributes to that bigger picture of how you feel overall.
Exactly.
Well, this has been incredibly insightful. Any final words of wisdom for our listeners who are ready to, take charge of their energy levels?
Well, I would say, first and foremost, pay attention to your body.
Okay.
If you're constantly feeling tired, even when you're getting enough sleep, don't ignore it.
Right. Try out some of the solutions that we talked about today and see what works for you.
Right.
And remember, it's always okay to reach out to a healthcare professional for extra support.
Great advice. Well, thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of fatigue. Hopefully, you're walking away with, a better understanding of why you might be feeling tired and, more importantly, a toolkit of solutions to try. So go out there and reclaim your energy. We'll see you next time.